You're green.
I am.
Hi guys. So today I wanted to talk about Wicked, in particular more like the Wicked fans and everything. So this whole video should be spoiler free, so even if you didn't watch the movie already, you should be able to watch this, because I'm not really talking about the actual movie, but more like fan reactions to the movie. So in the movie, there's this character called Nessarose, and her character is disabled. She's in a wheelchair, and the character is played by Marissa Bode. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I think that's how it's pronounced. Basically, online, after the movie, some people didn't like the character, they liked the character, whatever, but she has gotten a slew of ignorant comments, very ableist comments, to the point where she actually made a video about it.
Hey, it's basically been a week since Wicked came out. Exciting. I've loved seeing people's reactions. All the love for the movie. I'm a fan, obviously. But there's something that's made me a bit uncomfortable. And as somebody who's disabled with a platform, I just wanted to talk about it really quick. Starting off by saying two things. I have my laptop here. By the way, I'm reading my thoughts because I get scatterbrained, and if I don't have my thoughts on a paper. Anyways, it is absolutely okay to not like a fictional character. I am going to be admitting my bias in the way that I have a lot of different feelings on Nessa than a lot of you do, and that's totally fine. I think Nessa's complex. But that's the beauty of art and Wicked. These characters and the movie wouldn't be what it was if there weren't different opinions on the characters and who's truly wicked or not. And not liking Nessa herself is okay, because she is fictional. That's totally fine. Number two, I am a deeply unserious person. I love a little jokey joke. The house jokes, silly, goofy, harmless, because the basis of the joke is fictional. Jokes about Nessa's actions or personality, silly, goofy, because she herself is fictional. That being said, and if you are looking for the comments in my comment section, I've attempted anyways to delete most of them. Aggressive comments and jokes about Nessa's disability itself is deeply uncomfortable because disability is not fictional. At the end of the day, me, Marissa, is the person that is still disabled and in a wheelchair. And so it is simply a low-hanging fruit that too many of you are comfortable taking. Before even being cast in Wicked, I had received comments just as me, as Marissa, not Nessa, around around the words of stand up for yourself. I guess you can't stand him, etc. These comments aren't original. And when these jokes are being made by non-disabled strangers with a punchline of not being able to walk, it very much feels like laughing at rather than laughing with. And I'm literally shaking a little bit. The most frustrating part about all of this is how scared I am to even post/talk about this, which is also the bigger reason as to why I'm making this video in the first place. This goes so far beyond me, Marissa, just needing to ignore comments on the internet. These comments do not exist in a vacuum. Aggressive comments of wanting to cause harm and push Nessa out of her wheelchair or that she deserves her disability are two very gross and harmful comments that real disabled people, including myself, have heard before. I am scared also because I have seen firsthand what has happened to my disabled peers who are outspoken online when it comes to calling out ableism, and why jokes of standing and being a vegetable, which is a derogatory term, by the way, for disabled people, and a comment that I saw about Nessa. These disabled creators' comments are flooded with ableist comments. When speaking on ableism, they're told to just take a joke and that they're asking for too much and to stop complaining, to the point where some of my disabled peers, these disabled creators, have needed to take a break online for their own mental well-being. To state the obvious, that's not good. To wrap this up, because it's been a long one, Rather than dismissing one another and claiming an experience can't be true because you personally don't feel that way about a joke that wouldn't have affected your demographic anyways, listen to the people or to the person that it is affecting and how it makes them feel. Thankfully, I'm at a place in my life today where I can recognize these jokes about disability are made out of ignorance. I couldn't say the same about Marissa 10 years ago, and it would have affected younger me a lot more. And I'm worried that a younger version of myself is somewhere on the internet and is harmed by these comments. And I'm not claiming to speak for the whole disabled community when I'm saying this, and I'm not trying to, but I do know and have seen, not in this specific instance, but similar comments be made on my disabled peers and disabled creators' videos to the point where, again, it runs them off the internet. That's not good. Please be kind. And lastly, I want to say one of the major themes within Wicked is having the ability to listen and to understand one another. And I truly hope that is something a lot of you can practice more and take with you. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Now, I feel like in her video, she was super nice, clear, and everything. And I feel like there should be no more jokes like that because she just clearly stated she does not like them. And not only that she does not like them, but they're ableist. Constantly saying, because I've seen them too, if you're on Twitter, like there's no way you can't see them. Like people making comments like, oh, this is why her character can't stand up, or this character never stood up for so-and-so, that's why she can't stand. And just saying like really horribly mean comments. Like they're not just mean, like I said, they're ableist, but they're mean on top. Like they're both together. It's mean and ableist and ignorant all in one. And I just thought it was really sad because in the movie we have like a younger version of Nessarose, like a little girl. And I saw her on the red carpet and she's so cute. And it's like you're making those type of comments and they affect kids. And they affect the adults too. That matters. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But I think in my mind, I was just thinking like she said in her video, for every younger person who maybe they don't feel as grounded in themselves and they don't feel, they can't necessarily feel that strong standing up against comments like that. Like, when you're younger, stuff hurts even worse. You know what I mean? You can make somebody shy away from doing things or feel embarrassed just off of those comments. Even though you're not saying it to them, they're still going to read it. Imagine all the disabled people seeing those comments and just feeling like hurt by it. I mean, there's really no reason for it. Like, it's one thing that's not like a character. Like she said, there's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with disliking a character. If anything, it probably would be counterintuitive almost to act as if you can't dislike a disabled person. You can. There are disabled people I don't like. You know what I mean? There's stuff like that. You don't have to like every person just because they're disabled. That's not what she's saying. She's saying to make fun of somebody's disability. And I love how she worded it, saying like this is fictional. So you can not like certain things and they're fictional. It doesn't bother anybody. But disabilities are real. You know what I mean? People in wheelchairs are real. The actor who's playing Nessarose is a real disabled woman in a wheelchair. Why would those jokes be funny? What about her not being able to walk or something like that, or her being punished with a disability is funny? It's not, and it's ableist. And essentially, as somebody who watched Wicked and I loved it, left up to me, I would see Wicked about 15 more times. I'm just hoping that the people who enjoy the movie, fans of it, that they hear what she's saying and actually take it and change. And I think that's my hope with making this video, that it's just bringing more awareness to it, that those jokes aren't funny, and just trying to like make us more aware of like, okay, if someone sends you something like this or you see somebody say something like that, don't laugh at it. It's not funny. It's not okay. And it's very hurtful to real disabled people to make jokes at their expense about their disabilities. It's just not okay. And I think that's ultimately what I'm hoping this video will do. I know she made a great video, and I'm definitely going to probably, if I did not already, insert it, you know what I mean, into this video. And so I'm definitely not trying to speak over her, but more like support her and what she's saying and support the disabled community, because I'm not disabled. And I feel like just like how you need more than just that group to say something, you need other people to all come together and try to say like, okay, this is wrong. It's not okay. Yeah. That's basically what I'm trying to get down to. We can dislike Nessarose all day long. We can dislike the character. You don't even have to like the actor. You know, no one's saying any of those things, but you don't have to be ableist. So you could talk about her in other areas, but not the disability, because that's weird. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day, and make sure you watch Wicked because it's